Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nilanjana Sarkar, your English language teacher, and in today's video I'm going to help you with how to prepare for your Term 2 examination. All of you must be knowing that your Term 2 examination is just around the corner. You hardly have 20 to 25 days remaining. This is the time where you have, I'm sure most of you are gearing up for the Term 2 examination, right? So how do you give your best? How do you score well? And what are the techniques and tips that you need to follow if you want to excel in your Term 2 examination? So here we go. But before that, do take a moment to subscribe to my channel. I'm grateful to all of you, those who have already subscribed and those who are supporting me. It's really amazing. And I really promise that I will get back to you with more valuable content at least once in a week. So here we go. How do you prepare for your Term 2 examination? What are the things that you need to keep in mind? Is it just memorization of facts? Is it just recalling some details that you have learnt in your lesson? It's not that. So what it is? Your Term 2 examination paper will be in close connection to Bloom's taxonomy. So what is Bloom's taxonomy? As per the sample question paper and the marking scheme, the learning objectives has been specified. You are expected to remember, understand, apply, as well as analyze. So when you learn something, the learning objectives should be centered around all these specific skills which is mentioned in Bloom's taxonomy. Whenever you learn a lesson, you need to keep in mind these 4 to 5 skills. Are you able to remember? Are you able to understand, apply, as well as analyze? If you keep in mind these specific skills, let me tell you, your job is going to be easy. However, if you just depend on the summary of the lesson, if you just prepare by remembering certain facts, it's going to be a little tough. I'm going to give you some tips, and if you follow these tips, it will be an easy journey for you. Make sure you take notes. I hope all of you are carrying a pen and a notepad. So take down the notes as I'm going to explain to you how you go about it. Okay, so as I said that understanding the concepts is very important. So whatever you are studying, remember to understand the concepts, and at the same time you have to apply those concepts in different situations. This is not just related to English or science, but related to all the subjects. Find out your areas of weakness. This is very important. You need to find out your areas of weakness and work on that specifically. So what is your area of weakness and how do you understand that? For this, a self-assessment is very effective. Take a sample question paper and solve. Get that answer paper checked by somebody, a teacher or a coach or somebody who is knowledgeable. Once you get your answer sheet evaluated, that's when you can understand that where have you lost the maximum marks. Is it literature? Is it in framing of answers? Or is it the grammar? Once you analyze your weak area, it will be easy for you to strategize the plan and work towards it. Sometimes a peer assessment, you can ask your friend, somebody who is with you in the class, you can ask your friend to also assess you. You can cross-check each other's paper and see that how can your friend help you in that particular area. Sometimes peer assessments are very effective. For most of you, the portion is already done. Your preliminary exams in your school, they are already over, right? But still the revisions are going on. So whenever the teacher or wherever you are revising, remain active. Whenever something is being revised, you have to remain active and engaged. A great way of remaining active and being engaged is taking personal notes. notes. So for any concept that is being revised, remember to make personal notes so that you are active and you stay alert during those revisions, because these revisions are really very important, right? The next one. For every lesson, identify the key ideas, the core message of the lesson. Every lesson has a core message. For example, in the lesson Holy, what was the core message? What message do you get in this lesson? Share in the comments. I would like to read that. Let me see how much have you understood that lesson. The core message of the lesson Holy, from my point of view, is it's girl-child education, women empowerment, standing up for your rights, speaking up for yourself. If you understand the key ideas behind every lesson, it will be easy for you to write the long answer questions. These are more like value-based questions. Like for every lesson that you have learned or read, what is the value that you have grasped from this lesson? So that is very important. So always remember to identify the key ideas of every lesson. The next one. Do you make mind maps? If you make mind maps, it's going to really be very helpful. For example, if you're learning a grammar topic, you can make your own mind maps. For example, for tense, you can make a mind map for learning tense, the various kinds of structures, the various kinds of situations when the particular tense can be used, and this will help you to remember and recollect whenever you are revising. So mind maps are very helpful. Even for determiners or subject-verb agreement, you can make these mind maps. You can write down all the 12 to 15 rules that we have for subject-verb agreement, and it can really be very beneficial when you're trying to revise at the last moment. Do you follow a timetable? If not, it's very essential that you make a timetable for yourself. Block specific hours for the subjects. If you sit with one subject for prolonged hours, the ultimate result is not going to be that effective. So block specific hours for subjects so that you can balance it out well, and at the same time, the time that you are devoting should be very effective. The next one, always remember to alternate difficult subjects with lighter subjects. In this way, you can balance it out well, and when you are really frustrated, let's say after solving maybe 25 to 30 sums and you literally feel like pulling out your hair, it would be really comforting if you do something light on the other hand after that, and in this way you can also be relaxed and your mind will be fresh. So remember to balance out difficult subjects with lighter subjects when you're planning a timetable, and in this way you can even block the hours accordingly. The next one. CBSE is very fond of correlating concepts. For example, the role of parents in upbringing, in the child's upbringing, how effective is it? What do you think? Justify. For such questions, you had to connect this lesson Holy and at the same time the lesson The Making of a Scientist. In Making of a Scientist, we have seen that how the mother played a major role in shaping the life of the child, and on the other hand we have seen that how in Holy the parents ignored the girl and how she turned out to be a dumb cow and later on turns into a masterpiece. So here we can see that the role of parents is very essential if we want to shape the child's future. You can expect these kind of questions where you have to compare and contrast concepts as per the lesson. So whenever you are studying, remember to correlate the concepts. The next one. If you are fond of studying a lesson only with the help of summary and with the help of some guidebooks, let me tell you, it's not going to be effective. Stop preparing a lesson only from the summary point of view. You have to read the lesson line by line. You have to read the poem line by line, understand everything so that you are prepared to answer any kind of a question. So get rid of that habit if you're just depending on somebody. Okay. And the last but not the least, keep 1 hour for your recreation. It's also essential to keep your mind fresh. That was all for your preparation for the Term 2 examination. I hope all of you have watched this video till the end. Do take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Go and hit the big fat like button and share this video with somebody who will benefit. Thank you and see you soon.